I'm going to make some bread today. Make bread every day. Kids go through a lot of it. Bread making is one of the original sort of things when it comes to homesteading. And what I do is use a bread machine. Now, you may think, well, that's not really homesteading. You gotta make it from scratch with your own hands and knead it. But you know what? I find if there's technology that will take out 90% of the time in making bread, and it'll come out pretty much just the same, why wouldn't you make use of the technology? And these bread machines, you can get them for a brand new one for $50. And the horizontal ones too, not just the vertical ones, which are a pain to cut. Now this one doesn't have fancy fold down paddles in it or anything, but you live with it. Chickens end up getting a few more scraps of bread because there's some wasted stuff due to the holes from the paddles, but it's not the end of the world. Now I just use a 50-50 recipe out of that came right of one of my older West Bend automatic bread machine books. So it's just 50% whole wheat, 50% white. If I run it at whole wheat, because you can't, it's hard to find the whole wheat in the big 20 kg bags or however large they are, 10 kg bags. You have to get the whole wheat in smaller bags. So if I run it at whole wheat, then I just do 100% white. And that's what I'm doing today. So I'll get my 4 scoops of flour. When we buy bulk flour, we buy lots of the big bags of it because we go through a loaf a day. Now, even with making it with a bread machine, it's far healthier than pretty much anything you'd buy at the store, unless you buy the really expensive fresh baked stuff. But why not bake it fresh yourself and make your house smell nice? So that's what I'm doing here. It's all plain ingredients, just flour, brown sugar, dry milk, honey, butter, all the basics. Nothing fancy, but when it comes down to it, a fresh loaf of bread ends up being fancy. Most people aren't used to that. They're used to the stale, non-smelling sort of store-bought bread. We probably run this machine at least once every 2 days. So it's got quite the use in it. Now the surface of it is Teflon. It's not ideal, it does come off. We do eat a bit of it, but you know, we cook everything else on cast iron, so in the end it should be a lot less chemicals in our bodies. If I could find a cast iron bread pan, I would. Now of course you'd say, well, why don't I just make bread myself and cook it in a cast iron bread pan? Could do that, but it'd take 3 times the amount of time. I find this is a good trade-off of automation and health. There's not a lot unhealthy about it, but you save a lot on the time aspect of it. And in theory, ends up being cheaper for your bread too. So cheaper and healthier. And it takes 5 minutes to put it all together. Drop in all the ingredients. It does use quick rise yeast. There's not much left in this jar, so I'm going to pour it all in. And there it is. Think about the ingredients. Alright, let's stuff this in the bread machine and turn it on. So what we got is it's a Black & Decker bread machine. I actually use this for the jam making as well. You'll see it has the jam recipe on number 8 there. So just toss this guy in there. Not the cleanest bread maker. Like I say, we use it every single day. So it gets used. Now this will be 100% white loaf, but we've gone shopping for some whole wheat, so I'll soon have that. Now it's already on setting 1, so I press go button. And there it is. So in 3 hours and 40 minutes, we'll have a fresh loaf of bread. Like I say, my kids go through a loaf about once a day anyways. So this is, like I say, I could make it myself, but it would take 3 or 4 times as long to do it the old-fashioned way. And we're on the grid anyway, so might as well use the electricity. It ends up being far cheaper than solar, at least in the short term. So I don't consider this not homesteading, and certainly it's a step towards self-sufficiency. If you're making your own bread, you got to have electricity for sure. But in a pinch, I could take the what I know here and how to make bread, and I could basically do the stuff that the machine does myself. Should the power go out or something, and then just bake it in our propane stove, which doesn't need electricity. So in a pinch and self-sufficiency and in the homesteading world, we would be okay anyways, even without the bread machine. But certainly while we have grid power, to me it makes sense to use it. Get the healthiest bread, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to fire the bread machine up in the morning.